He heard screaming inside a tunnel, but what he found inside is horrifying. A man was walking by a small bridge when he hears what sounds like a pig or some kind of creature screaming. Possibly thinking he might find a wounded animal, he goes over to investigate and sees this.
I like screaming or something in this tunnel. I'm gonna go check it out. What the hell? Hello? What the f was that?
As he ventures deeper into the tunnel, you can hear something making clicking sounds like a bat, almost as if this thing is using echolocation. What looks like a pale humanoid creature can be seen screaming at him as the man quickly leaves. Is it possible that this man witnessed a humanoid creature living underneath her feet, like the ones told in many urban tales, or is it just simply an elaborate ruse? He was living in the Appalachian Mountains when something tried to get in. A man by the name Dustin Frazier explains that ever since he opened the knocking door while living in the Appalachian Mountains in Tennessee, something began to visit him late at night.
It's back.
An ominous voice can be heard, begging him to open the door. Dustin believes that by mistakenly opening that door that night, he invited the skinwalker-like being who began mimicking human voices to try and lure him out. As horrifying as this video and story might be, real or not, I'll leave it to you to decide. Felt like someone was watching her, and as she looked around, she saw this. A woman by the name Vidi posted a terrifying video where she explains that she felt like someone was watching her, only to find this. Inside the wall, an eye can be seen staring at her. Vidi tried to scare it away by hitting the wall, but it wouldn't move. Some viewers believe this could simply be an owl who found his way inside the wall, where others are convinced something sinister watches her.
Whitney is a barn worker who works at a barn taking care of many different horses. After spending some time working there, everything seems fine and she enjoys working with the horses. But eventually, some strange unexplainable things have started to occur, things that even the horses themselves can't ignore. The barn location is supposedly built over grounds where two Native American tribes fought over in the past. It all started one day while she was recording herself going to play with one of the cats. When something creepy is captured, watch closely.
Lanny, Lanny, Bo Benny. Lanny. Lanny. Hey. You really... What the fuck? That was up here. Huh. Nope. Nope.
A bucket and some other objects fall on the floor on their own, and when she puts them back up and walks away, they fall off again, causing her to get scared and leave the area. On another day, she goes out to lead the horses back to the barn, when something chilling can be heard in the distance.
Come on! Come on! Let's go! Diva! Come on! Hey! Why the fuck did that sound like a baby? You heard it too, didn't you?
What sounds like a baby laughing can be heard coming from somewhere in the woods, but it doesn't stop there. On another night, she comes to lead two of the horses, when they all stop and hear it.
Taxi. Hey.
A disembodied voice can be heard saying hey, and immediately the horses stop in their tracks along with Whitney herself, and a few seconds afterwards a disturbing laugh can be heard. Whatever it was, it's scary enough that even the horses were too disturbed to move. The next day, one of the horses saw something that caused it to start behaving frantically in a panic.
You gotta calm down. I ain't taking you out like that. Oh. I don't know what you see, but you gotta calm down, bud. There's nothing over there.
The horse starts pacing around in the stable and then stops and stares, off in the same direction, as if it is afraid of something it sees nearby. On another night, all of the horses start acting up and seem to be completely terrified, running around and not listening. So Whitney has to spend most of the night guiding them all. Knowing that something is off, she begins to record as she makes her way back. This is what she captured.
fucking...
What looks like a white figure can be seen within the darkness, along with a creepy voice. Afterwards, at first I thought this specific capture was just a tree and a case of pareidolia. However, if you listen to the disembodied voice, it sounds like it says, "How did you not see me?" Although it gets quieter after the first word. Listen closely. This makes me think that perhaps she did indeed capture something lurking in the dark, or something was watching nearby. The very next morning, the creepy activity gets worse. She hears the radio in the horse barn turn on by itself, so she decides to record. The radio turns on by itself out of nowhere. What's worse is that it begins to get distorted and starts changing on its own, as if something is causing an electronic interference. And some viewers pointed out that it sounds like the song lyrics says somebody murdered us. After it stops, a voice says hey, and then two bangs are heard on the wall. And that's when she decides she's had enough and just up and leaves. One night they captured something creepy on camera that nobody was expecting. The night vision camera in the room captures a black shadow that enters the room and disappears. And fingers can be seen on the side of the bed but quickly retracts when the father looks in the direction. They let the baby sleep with them, but then the crib starts breathing or pulsating and moves on its own as if an entity is attached to it. They place another camera to see under the bed and it captures something terrifying. A pair of hands can be seen with long fingers before they disappear into what is meant to be a flat space. What's worse is that a creepy face manifests out of nowhere, and you can clearly see its eyes and nose. After some time, nothing happens, so they decide to move baby Wren back to her bed once again, which turns out to be a big mistake. This time a shadow silhouette rises up against the wall inside the crib, growing bigger. And the same creepy hands can be seen reaching out and moving the mattress. The family has no idea what they have been seeing or what's going on in their home, but hopefully they decide to watch little Wren closely before something truly sinister happens.
April 8th, 2024, is a date that has everyone talking. This is the day when the moon will slide between Earth and the sun, casting its shadow across our planet in a grand display that we call a total solar eclipse. This celestial spectacle will traverse North America in its entirety, from Mexico up through the United States and into Canada. It's an event that's both humbling and awe-inspiring, reminding us of the cosmic ballet that endlessly unfolds above our heads. But it's not just the spectacle that captures our fascination, it's the mystery and the intrigue. The sun, our closest star, is a source of life and light, yet it holds so many secrets. And as we anticipate this event, the sun's mystique only grows stronger